went toot toot.
One time, me and my father-in-law both worked at Ford Motor Company, and he was a supervisor, and he always had a little hat cocked on the side of his head, and it was July, and it was hot. And I had an old truck. It didn't have no air conditioner in it. All it had was windows and a vent window. And I looked over to the side one day coming out of the plant after we got off work, and my father-in-law's in a brand new Mercury. With the windows rolled up, the air conditioner on. And I waited till he got outside the gate, and I honked at him. I went toot toot. He waved at me. I said toot toot. He pulled over the side of the road, cracked his window about this much, and said, "What do you want?" And I said, "What's the matter with your new car?" He said, "What?" I said, "What's the matter with your new car?" I said, "It's running like a three-legged dog down the road." I said, "Just park it a minute, get in my truck, follow me for just a little ways, and take a look and see what you think." Well, he got out of the new car. I got out of that hot truck. I got in that air conditioning, and oh man, it did feel good. I looked over in that truck, and that little hat had get to the seat. He was undoing his tie. He was fixing the vent glass, and away they went. Well, he was following me. We got about a mile down the road, and I heard this, toot toot. I just kept going. I was driving that Mercury. That old truck, he finally had that truck up to almost 90 miles an hour, and I still wouldn't let him pass me. I'd see him right here out of the corner of my eye. We drove all the way to Excelsior Springs like that. When we got home, he got out of that truck, and he slammed that door, and he come by, and I locked the doors on that Mercury because I knew he wouldn't break the windows on that new Mercury. And I sat there, and he said some very unthoughtful things. And he went in and told my mother-in-law, said, "He's not my son-in-law, and I never want to see him again." Anyway, I'll tell you what, there was many times he got me back. He borrowed my truck one time and went over to Kansas City and got a ticket and didn't tell me. And me and my wife was watching the Ice Capades one time in bed at night, and night court called me and asked me why I wasn't over there. I didn't know anything about it. And they said, "Would you like to come over, or would you like for us to come and get you?" I said, "I'll be over." Oh, I went to court and I listened for 20 minutes. I disrespected the police and didn't pay attention to their tickets. And so we was pretty well even. Pretty well even on that stuff. I picked him up for work several times. And this one week I had bought a brand new license for my truck. And he kept getting in the truck, and I had the license in the seat. And he told me every morning, "Put that license on this truck, you're going to get stopped. Put the license on the truck." Well, I just left it lay there for meanness. One Friday morning, I pulled in there, and I said, "Man, I am dog tired. You want to drive this truck this morning?" "Yeah, I'll drive." Well, I put my head on the side of the door over here and tried to go to sleep. And I heard him cussing and hollering and saying, "What's the matter with that guy?" and all this. Well, the highway patrolman had stopped him. He rolled the window down. The highway patrol, he said, "What is the matter?" And the highway patrol said, "You don't have any license."
David.
He said, "Oh, don't worry about it." He said, "It's my son-in-law's truck," said he's got a license. The highway patrol said, "What do you mean don't worry about it?" He said, "You're driving this truck, you're getting a ticket."
Beep.